Talking some rodeo, Griffin Koester, one of our athletes of the week, joining us here right now. And Griffin, first of all, congratulations on a great week. You end up winning the Skyline Stampede, riding both bulls. How'd it feel to get that type of a performance this late in the season?
Well, I mean, it felt really great coming in from having a good practice the week before and then going and just keeping the ball rolling into that rodeo.
You've really kind of kept the ball rolling in this spring season as well, really starting to get that momentum packed up. And while you and Dixon have both been kind of having that type of success, the rest of the region, they had a hot start and they've kind of seemed to back off. Does that take a little bit of pressure off, or is it more where you're looking over your shoulder a little bit, waiting for them to hit their hot streak because you know it's coming?
It does a little bit, but at the same time, I don't really look at the standings too much. I just try and go and ride every bull and have fun doing it. So.
You guys got the off week this week. Nice chance for you in particular to recover. I know you've been dealing with some dings and some bruises, but what do you do in an off week? What's a traditional off week like for a bull rider?
I just try to hang out, heal up a little bit, and I know still try and get on the buck ride as much as I can and still kind of keep you in your groove a bit, but just chill out for a bit.
That was another thing. I've talked to Seth multiple times, and obviously he's got a storied rough stock career in his own right, but asked him, how do you practice bulls? And obviously the answer is, well, you go ride bulls. Are there any other things that you do as a bull rider to get yourself ready for competition?
Down at the arena, we got a bucking barrel there. We try to get on that as many times as we can. It's just good help to kind of fix the little things that are going wrong, and then get on the bulls there as well, and that also helps out a lot, get the feel for it actually, and get everything clicking together.
Kind of work on both those fundamentals while also working on the real-life experience. Yeah. Always good. And I know Coach Glass always has you guys encouraged to go and do other rodeos. Now, as a bull rider, there's an element of risk that breakaway, that tie down, that some of the other events don't necessarily have when you're doing the rough stock. How do you balance that ability to get real life experience outside of your home arena while still keeping yourself healthy?
I mean, there's a risk to every bull you get on basically, but you just go there and try and ride as good as you can and get off as good as you can and stay healthy.
Let's talk a little bit more about you now. Coming from Canada, obviously Stefan Tonita, people know that name from coming up in the same area as you. What brought you to L Trip or what made L Trip kind of pop up on your radar as a place to come compete?
Well, I talked to Stefan a bit and Amy a bit as well, and then talked to Seth too, and I really liked that he is a bit of a taller bull rider, same as me kind of. And then when I talked to him, he said he struggled with kind of the same things I did. So then this is kind of where I knew I wanted to come. You
ended up doing very well in the high school rodeo scene up in Alberta, Canada. What got you into rodeo to begin with, though, and into the bull riding side of things?
Well, every year when I was little, we'd go watch our hometown rodeo, and I've just always loved watching the bull ride and always wanted to do it. It took a lot of convincing to get Mom to let me. And then I finally got started into steers and just kept going on with it.
When did you start seeing that this could be something that you could go further with? Because I'm sure there's a point in time for every athlete where they suddenly realize that they have that gift that can get them to where they can do it professionally, or at least in the college level. When did that kind of click?
I'm not honestly too sure exactly when it did, but I mean, after I rode steers for 2 years and started riding bulls, and then it's just kind of been an uphill climb for me, and there's been good and bad as well, but I don't know, it's just always mostly been pretty good and just kept moving forward.
You're one of those athletes that just focuses on the one part of the sport. You don't necessarily go into the bronc side of things. What made you really focus on bulls and not branch out? Did you ever try bronc riding at all?
No, I didn't. I'm more of a bull guy, not much of a horse guy.
Is this something that you see yourself trying to do professionally at some point in time?
I mean, I've wanted to try it just to see how it is, but I don't think I'd go on with it.
Gotcha. Talk about school then. What are some of the things you're trying to do with your degree here? What do you see yourself doing in the future?
Oh, I'm trying to get my welding degree and then go back home after that and just come back and forth rodeoing and just weld on my off time.
Have some fun with it. Make sure it's kind of more of an activity versus a career type of thing.
Yeah.
Well, Griffin, You've definitely done good. You've definitely given yourself a little bit of a name here, leading the region right now in bull riding ahead of his teammate Dixon Tattrie, and we'll be talking with Dixon soon. But Griffin, thanks for the time. Good luck as you keep going through the next couple rodeos, and good luck on healing up as well.
Thank you.